Okay, so next up, I'd like to introduce Jonathan Slavin, Head of Execution Hub Americas, UBS's outsourced multi-asset trading platform. John, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you have been in the financial industry for over 20 years, working at companies like Morgan Stanley and PIMCO, and over the past year at UBS. So can you tell us a little bit about the unique work that you and your team are doing right now?
Sure, thank you. Thank you for joining. We have established over the past year and a half an outsourced multi-asset global trading platform. The platform really helps the buy side, who either one doesn't have a trader of their own, may need a supplement to their trading for a specific region. We handle all of the trades and execution on a global basis for our buy-side clients. For us, we try to deal with some of the other pain points. The way that the process works is the client faces UBS Execution Hub, which is an independent entity within UBS, and we face the street. So we take the pain away from dealing with middle office, back office, and operational issues, in addition to managing the trade execution for clients.
Great. Okay, so now, given the broad network of people that you engage with, I know you kind of just hit on it, but are there any extreme challenges that you've been facing lately?
Well, there's always challenges, right? We're a new startup business. We launched about a year and a half ago. We went live with equity execution in January. We went live with fixed income this past September. So for us, there's always speed bumps. We have limited resources, and so our traders on our trading desks, and we have traders located in New York, Singapore, London, and Frankfurt, are not only dealing with trade execution, but because we deal with the sell side and we face the sell side for our clients, we deal with middle office, back office, and operational breaks, and really try to help the limited resources that the firm has to manage that.
Great, thank you. So now, given that, can you tell us different ways that you've been using Symphony to kind of address these issues?
Sure. So look, first and foremost, what we try to do is alleviate some of our operational people with the task of fixing breaks. On a daily basis, there's breaks. The breaks from the client to UBS are pretty much non-existent. They send an order over a fixed line, we get the order, we know what they want to do, and we trade it. The breaks occur when we face the various brokers. And so what we can do is we can spend the time dealing with our operations people internally. They're pretty busy, they're doing their job. But for us to be efficient, what we've implemented basically is utilizing Symphony so that we can have a direct contact from our front office, right? We use various products in the front office basis. Historically, we may be using Bloomberg for market data, et cetera. But when you think about the other hat that our traders wear, they're dealing with middle office, back office, operational people who don't have that, right? And so the easiest way for us to be in contact with them, rather than going through email, rather than going through our operations people internally, is to have direct contact. And so when you think about that, for us, the most efficient way is to utilize Symphony. So we can have direct contact with each group within our sell-side counterparties. When we have a problem, we can get it fixed easily and efficiently. We get an answer back right away rather than either waiting for an email, tracking people down through a phone call, or going through our own operations people.
Yeah, that's great. That's what we like to hear, using Symphony. So what has the feedback been so far?
Feedback is good. I think in reality, we're really trying to push the sell side to go ahead and implement it themselves, right? It comes from us. We're the client. We have had examples where some managers have reached out to me directly and said, why are you setting this up? And we've explained that to them. There was one particular counterparty in particular, a senior manager, sort of scratched his head and was like, wow, that's a great idea. We should be doing that with other clients. So I think for us, as an innovative way to create an efficiency where we're trying to be multitasking from a trading desk, right? We're a front office function, which normally in the past, for the people that work on our front office, they've always pushed that off to operations, middle office, and back office people. So now that we're wearing multiple hats, it creates an efficiency for us to communicate.
And so where do you think this is going to take your business next?
I mean, look, we basically help startup hedge funds establish asset managers. So when you think about some of our clients, we may have clients that are starting off a hedge fund with $25, $50 million in AUM. From a cost perspective, we have some clients that don't use Bloomberg, don't use market data in a way that you would normally think an established asset manager does. So for us, when we receive orders, we get an order over our fixed line, but we need to verify that those orders are correct. We can go over email, that's not very efficient. So for us, what we've done is we've gone out to some of our newer clients who are starting up, they have to worry about costs, they want to make sure that communication is effective. So for us, it's a very easy way to establish that communication line and offer them the opportunity to sign on to Symphony, speak to us directly. Everything is within the realm of an approved communication function within a large investment bank. So it actually makes it pretty easy.
Great. Now, before we end this, is there anything else that you want to add?
I just think, to think about, ways for us to be innovative and create efficiencies in our business. We're new. Even though we're a large bank and a large organization, we always have limited resources, right? And so for us, to think about how we can communicate effectively within the realms of what is allowed from a large bank, I think Symphony's done a great job with going out to the investment banking community, the brokerage community, and working with their compliance to be able to establish those recorded lines, whatever is needed from the investment banks. So it gives us an alternative, which is, I think, more cost effective, but like I said, it's extremely inefficient for those that either, one, don't want to spend an expensive market data that gives them a communication facility. This is less expensive, it's easy to sign on, and it fits compliance as well.
Great. Well, thank you for that. I think you've given everybody a lot to think about. With that, that ends our session, and I'd like to thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.